Yo, what's up, folks? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope everyone's enjoying the rest of your day. Man, breaking news. Just read the reports from, of course, ESPN's Adam Schefter, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, all of them. The Washington Commanders have released Carson Wentz. So what are my thoughts that the Washington Commanders have released Carson Wentz? They also save up $26.17 million because of Washington releasing Carson Wentz. Look, it's fair to say, folks, Carson Wentz's career in the NFL is done. Because in 7 years, he's proven he can't stay healthy. And he's been on 3 teams in 7 years. Philadelphia, Indianapolis, Washington. Carson Wentz showed some promise his first 2 years in the NFL, especially in year 2. Had it not been for year 2, Carson Wentz was on his way to winning the league MVP. Unfortunately for him, he was hurt. Nick Foles, the backup, steps in. Nick Foles leads the Eagles to the Super Bowl, helps the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and Nick Foles also won Super Bowl MVP. A couple of years later, in 2020, the Philadelphia Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round because Carson Wentz's durability issues, and on top of that, it seemed like to me, I don't know if it was to anybody else, but to me, it seemed like Philadelphia liked Jalen Hurts in terms of his intangibles, his leadership, his personality. And you look at where Jalen Hurts is now, compared to Carson Wentz right now. Jalen Hurts has gotten substantially better. Jalen Hurts is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. Jalen Hurts played well enough and was close enough to get the Eagles to win the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. Carson Wentz at this point is just done, folks. He's done. So what's next for Carson Wentz? Either he wants to accept the role as a backup, be a mentor, or play in the USFL or the XFL. And Washington, look, I said it before, folks, I never wanted Carson Wentz to begin with in the first place. Look, it was a mistake that we had to trade up 2 third-round picks, as well as swapping second-round picks back in 2022, just in order for us to get Carson Wentz. Never wanted him. Never wanted him in the first place. Carson Wentz in 2022 threw 11 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and as a starter, he was 2-5. Washington had a better record. They were more competitive. They were more legitimate with Taylor Heinicke at quarterback in 2022. And the worst mistake that Ron Rivera and the Commanders organization made was allowing Carson Wentz to start in Week 17 against the Cleveland Browns. And in that game, Carson Wentz was horrible. 16-28 for 143 yards and 3 interceptions. And the Commanders lost that game 24-10. Because of that loss, as well as the Green Bay Packers beating the Minnesota Vikings, that was in Lambeau Field, Washington was out of the playoff contention. So it seems to me Carson Wentz's career in the NFL is done. He's made a ton of money. Who knows what could happen? Does he still want to play football again? And if he wants to play in the NFL again, is he going to accept the role as a backup? Or if he really wants to play football, should he consider a different direction like the USFL, the XFL, or any other football league that you can possibly think of? Because it doesn't seem like any team would want to take a shot at Carson Wentz as a starter because Carson Wentz's production has dropped. Furthermore, he's injury prone. So I just don't see anybody in the NFL taking a shot at Carson Wentz unless you want to give him the backup job. And as for Washington won. Like I said, they save up $26.17 million in cap space. They can move on, even though I'm unsure about the quarterback with Taylor Heinicke and Sam Howell in terms of the future. But I'd rather go with them at quarterback than Carson Wentz. Washington, they have to work on their offensive line. There are other things that they need to address heading into free agency and the draft. So that's all I'm going to say. But like I said, folks, I never wanted Carson Wentz to begin with in the first place. I'm glad that it's over. We can move on from Carson Wentz. I hope Carson Wentz can find something else in his career. I hope he lands another job in the NFL. But it seems to me his days in the NFL, particularly as a starter, are done. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, guys. Do you think Carson Wentz's NFL career is over? Should he head on to the XFL or the USFL? What should Washington do? And what can they do in free agency in the draft? And because of letting go of Carson Wentz, again, they save up $26.17 billion in cap space. So leave your comments in the comment section below. Other than that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as usual, folks, God bless.